So, I have another interview for the people then. You get me? This time, I've got two of the Charlotte boys. I've got Nathan Byrne and Anton Wilkes. Now, these lot may play for Charlotte, but they're London boys, you get me? And to be honest, they're kind of lucky to be coming on the pod because when I tell you lot where they came up, you lot are going to be like, whoa, Troopz, you get me? We're letting the ops on the pod, you get me? But Troopz said we slapped the ops last week, you get me? We're showing love to the ops this week, blood, you get me? So, thank you very much for coming on, man, them. How you lot doing?
Good.
Yeah, good as well, man. Obviously frustrated with how the season's ended, but we move.
Signal's finished.
Is it back now, yeah? Am I back? I'm moving like
Yeah,
Dave in flipping... I'm moving like Dave in Miami, blood. You understand? He said he had no internet. I got no 5G, blood. You get me? But Anton, I never got your answer, bro. How you feeling?
Good, man. I just said it's a disappointment we can't make the playoffs, but we'll go again next year, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you lot, for your first season, inaugural season, obviously you would have preferred to have got into the playoffs. But how would you look at this first season? I mean, you haven't missed out by that much. You understand? So it's fine margins.
Yeah, man. Obviously, I was here from the beginning, so I've kind of seen the group progress. Nathan came in a bit later when things were wonderful. So, no, but we're in a good place, man. It's definitely something we can build on. We got to hold our heads high and we can see it. Just the energy shifted and definitely something we can build on.
So you said that you came in from the start and obviously Nathan rolled in when you man had the thing up and moving. Do you think... Now, I'm a man where I ask the tricky questions, you get me? That's why everyone kind of likes me. Do you think the managerial appointment was the wrong one? Like the first one? Because obviously we saw how it went.
Anton, take it away, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I got... As respectfully as you can answer it, you feel me?
No, I always pay my respects, man. I think it's just the culture the coach was coming from was very different to the one here. And that's why I think, Christian's come in and done a great job because he's experienced it before and he knows what it's like. You've been to the games, you see how it is already. Like, it's like a basketball match. That's just how the culture is here. They want to see exciting football. They want to see back and forth. And to be fair to Christian Atencio, like, he's seen it and he's experienced it and he's been successful as well. So he just found a way to get the group back together. And, it's been pretty much a success so far.
So when you came in, Nathan, did you feel like a type of, like a kind of funny energy with your teammates? Did you feel like something was...
No. I think because I've only played in England before now. So I think
you've been at a few clubs.
Yeah. So what's different?
Big time
is
yeah, Brentford and them thing there. Come on, we're gonna call them out, blood. You get me? That's a Premier League team, like even the team you lot come through, Tottenham Hotspur. You get me? You lot know how I feel on them, but you understand, like it looks like they lost 2 gems. You feel me? Because boy, they could have done. They could have done with you, man, on Saturday, boy.
Oh man!
You know, I got to throw my little bubble bag. You get me?
You're feeling good now, aren't you? Arsenal playing the right way.
Listen, you understand? I'll come over and bring that Arsenal sparkle to Charlotte. You feel me? Because every time I pulled up, it was a victory. You understand? Obviously, the first game was an L, but that was like the first ever game. You understand? The other 2 games, I came to the ATL game, 1-0, good performance. I was there when you slapped up Philly. I'm going to the game on Sunday as well. I'm going to be in the away end with the Charlotte boys because I want to see how the away end is, you get me? Because like Anton was saying, it's a bit of a basketball atmosphere, like when you're at the home game. American sports is a lot different to European sport. Nathan, how have you found it? Because obviously you spent a bit more time in England. Obviously Anton was at ATL. So how have you kind of found? How you found the difference?
I think the main thing is the cultures. Like in England, it's 90% English boys or British boys, and then you get a few foreigners. Whereas here, there's like 3 people from every country in the world in a one team. So it's more challenging that way. And I think Anton touched on it. It's like, if you haven't experienced that as a coach or manager, it can be hard because there's so many different languages. You've got to talk to people in different languages, explain it in different ways. Because there's so many cultures in our dressing room. It's crazy, but it's good in the same way.
Yeah, you lot are literally like the United Nations, fam. You understand?
Yeah.
Like it's like looking at Arsenal in like the two like from 2006 to 2010, where when Wenger put out that team and there was not one British player in the team. It's that kind of vibe in America. Do you think what's gonna take the MLS to the next level is more European players like you two to get it to another level? Because obviously the Mexicans are levels. You understand? Them and they are ballers, but obviously the Mexicans always as well want to go over and play in Europe. The South Americans on in general. Do you think it's got to take a European influx, like a large European influx, for it to start hitting levels?
I'll be real. I've been here since 2017.
Yeah, because 2017 you did push.
Yeah, it's improved every year, and it is down to players, really accepting the fact that this country is improving. Because people used to try and call it retirement league, and I've seen a couple old guys come here, and it didn't last too long.
Higuain. I mean, I'm gonna say it. You lot might not say it, but my guy Higuain, he was looking rubbed down in Florida. You get me? And let's be real, he's one of the greatest strikers of his generation.
No, for sure. And like I said to many of my friends, me and Nathan spoke about this already. I've tried to tell people to come here, but maybe how it's portrayed in the media and games being televised, maybe they don't really get to see the good side of it here. And I think with things slowly improving and the more it can get, spread across the world, I think the league will keep improving, especially if guys really want to, make that big jump. It's worth coming here, man. It's really improving.
You think this is the most important time now? Because obviously the World Cup in 2026, the next 4 years for American football, not soccer, not NFL, football. Yeah, you understand? There's only one football. You get me? And when are you not gonna start calling it football as well? You understand? Do you man call it soccer?
No,
don't let me down.
We call it football. We call it football.
I got to check in, you understand? A couple of my British boys over here, they slip and they call it soccer. And I'm like, whoa, fam, you've been across the pond a bit too long, You understand?
I've heard Nate speak. I've heard Nate speak. He calls football boots cleats now.
Oh my days, man! They say, swear down. You forgot about the studs, yeah? You forgot about studs up. Man said, yo, he came cleats up, ref.
Never.
Nah, fam. Fam. You're supposed to be the culture, blood. You get me?
I've been here 2 months, bro. There's not one part of me that says anything American yet. So
I got gentrified in 2 months, I'm not. That's mad.
Don't listen to this guy.
But like, so what's the plan for Charlotte now? Because when I came to come watch games, at the start I was like, the football's a bit, you get me. But the last game I went to, I saw football, bro. I saw movement. I saw transitions. I was like, yo, this. You all knew what you was doing. You all knew where you needed to be. I can see that something's building here. You understand? What are you lot like? What are you lot feeling? You lot think that, what's the target for next year? I know obviously we haven't even gone to pre-season yet and whatnot, but I know that you lot have probably sat down as a group and said that, yo, boom, this is the target. Is the target playoffs or is it to maybe push a little more? Because for me, I think that 7-game run is what hurt, man. I think that 7-game run, I think if we even got that, I'm saying week, I actually ride with Charlotte. I think if we got actually like a maybe 2-3 draws out of that run, it would have been a different story. You get me? Like I said, it was fine margins. But what's the target for next year?
I think it's got to be, you say playoffs, because once you're in the playoffs, it's like a cup, isn't it? Anything can happen. And it's literally whatever, 3-4 games. No one knows what can happen. So I think the aim has to be for us, reach the playoffs and see how far we can go, really. Because like you said, I've only been here 2.5 months, but the difference I can see in just from when I came to now, it's like the other day when we didn't make it, we were pissed. Like we were really, really annoyed, you know. And that says a lot coming from where the team's been.
Because that Columbus game, the keeper, bro, he's the reason why. You understand? He was moving like prime Neuer. I was like, what is going on, blood? This is madness, G. Like it was heartbreaking, fam. You get me?
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking. But Anton, your thoughts?
No, I add on to what Nave said, but if you look at our record, it's either we win a game or we lose a game. We didn't get many draws.
Yeah.
You feel me? So if you get 5 more draws, that's 5 points. They add up come at this time of the year. And I'll be honest, just by playing in some of these games, I felt like it's either we was going to win or go out swinging. Like there was no in between. And that's where I think, you know, the maturity level and the experience will kick in next year. And it'll be like, you know what? We're away from home. We're not playing great. Can't put a pass together. Let's take the point. Let's take a clean sheet and go back to our place and we'll go from there. And yeah, it's just an experience. You know, really, even I got caught up in it. Even I'm considered the senior figure in the team. Yeah, so it's just experience.
You're only human, fam. You get me? Yeah, exactly. You adapt to the situations. Now that you've got like a manager now as well, that he's more tactical with it. You get me? Like I think next year, big things are gonna happen. But I want you to give a message to the Charlotte fans because these lot, Jesus Christ, blood, they ride out. You understand? I went in. I've been in the section behind the goal, the ultra section. And it is absolute scenes in there, bro. You get me? And these men ride out for you. So one last message for the Charlotte fans.
I'll go kick it off, mate. Just thank you for supporting us this season. And like you said, like that's another thing that me and Anton speak about a lot is the fans over here. It's like it's a celebration. There's no quiet parts. You know, in England when you're not playing too well, you can silence the crowd just from that. Whereas these lot, bro, we can see the goal and they're getting louder. It's mad. So, no, we appreciate it and we can't wait to hopefully go one better next season.
I ain't saying hopefully. I think we owe it to them and next year we will make sure we put things right. They deserve it. I think even when you go around the city, even when it's not a match day, they're holding up their flags, got the jerseys on there, they're kicking it, you know. And like you said, the love's crazy and we want success. And yeah, we're looking forward to it next year for sure.
No, man, definitely, man. Next season, I'm gonna definitely come down. I wanna come and see a training session. You get me? I wanna come spend some time with the team, man. You get me? There's a couple.
You can join in if you want.
Like, listen, I'm ready. You know. I cuss for a reason. You understand? Because when I put to the test, it's like, all right, cool. All right. That's why he runs his mouth. You get me?
Yeah.
You understand? But big up your damn selves. But big up your damn selves, bro. Like seriously, man. I appreciate you lot coming on, taking the time. Apologies for the lateness. My fan base know that I'm always late, blood. You get me? Lateness is greatness. You get me? I nearly missed this interview, bro. You understand? I had to literally people. I'm in a park, blood. Yeah, you understand. This is Troopz on the go, blood. You get me? This is like Troopz 2016 when I was on the come up, bro. Man, just plotting in parks and just finding somewhere to film. You get me? But thank you again, bro. You understand? Yeah, real talk, blood. You understand? Work half a run. Nah, real talk, man. I appreciate you lot. And you get me? All the best for pre-season and let's get that playoff position this season.
See you Sunday anyway.
Yeah, Sunday we'll put make sure, bro. I'm gonna be in a little car park thing, so man will link up 100%.
For sure.
Respect, man. Appreciate it.
Stay safe, man.
Take
Love,
care.
bro.